On behalf of the One-Armed Bandit Company, let's go back in time when a man's horse was his most prized possession. A horse served mankind in a lot of ways. Cowboys and Indians alike could lay the reins down on the neck of the horse to shoot their weapons while steering that horse with their legs, their knees, and their feet. That's exactly what this guy's doing right here named John Payne. 7,200 volts took his right arm off at the shoulder. What are you going to do, lay on the couch and quit being a cowboy? No. He figured out another way. Crack that whip with one arm, ride that horse with your legs, and still keep being a cowboy. These horses were usually about half broke, a little hard to handle, but could run the long distances. A good land rush mount could get you there first to claim the best land. Indians worshipped their horses, relied on them for warfare, and to chase buffalo across the Great Plains. But if you were a paleface riding through hostile Indian country, a horse with speed and endurance could save your scalp and carry you to safety. Well, I'll tell you what, got your hands full tonight, Big John, got your hands full tonight. I would say that the Native American Indian has won the battle. But watch this. Looky here, looky here.
These steers are African Watusi, crossed with Texas Longhorns. Look at these big dudes. You know, ancient rock paintings and depictions of majestic Watusi cattle have been observed in the Sahara region and in Egyptian pyramid walls. The Texas Longhorns are direct descendants of the first cattle in the New World. Early U.S. settlers in Texas obtained feral Mexican cattle from the borderline between the Nueces River and the Rio Grande and mixed them with their own. The result was tough, rangy animal with long legs and long horns, extending up to 7 feet. The great cattle drives to cow towns like Abilene, Texas, Dodge City, Kansas, from Texas to Montana with the Texas Longhorns. Friends, I gotta tell you that storms that rolled across the Great Plains would often scatter herds. Strays could be picked off by raiding parties. As keen as the Indians were, some of these fine animals were often retrieved by crafty cowboys using the tool of his trade, the smoking stick. But let me tell you something, right in California, anyone who enters the domain of the bighorn is bad to the bone.
All gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
May I tell you, the Bandit is back in town, Redding, California. Get a little higher. From Shidler, Oklahoma, California, welcome to John Payne.
His mom always said, stand to the left, son, because you ain't right. He's a little wild around the edges, a little rough around the edges, but I'll tell you this. He's got a sixth sense when it comes to working with animals. When there's wild animals that nobody else can handle, nobody else can herd, nobody else can find, people all across North America call the Payne family. Whether it's John Payne, his son, or his daughter, they can all handle wild cattle, wild Mustangs, wild buffalo, wild horses. You name it, they've herded them across the country. Now let me tell you what he's about to do here, if you've never seen it before. I use the word attempt. He's going to attempt to put those steers on the very top of that horse trailer. And I will tell you, it doesn't always work out as planned. I'll tell you that right now. If you listen, you'll hear him talking to him once in a while. He'll split them apart. That's the first way to get the job done. Look at this. Look at this. One's up. There's number 2. Oh, yeah, he's going to go. He's going to go. One more, Big John, and you got it covered. One more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. It's not over yet. Get your cameras out. Nobody in the world can do what this guy does. How about a welcome to the one-armed bandit, John Payne. They are getting the ride of their life tonight. Hannah and Brianna online with their online rodeo website are inside the truck tonight. We're going to get them steers down real easy. Check them out online. Hannah and Brianna, we had a great time at the dealership today with you. John Payne, you're amazing. That's it. That's the word I use to explain that guy.
Oh, I got to tell you. How in the world can you ever not like that guy? Ladies and gentlemen, the fun is not over yet. He's wild. He's woolly. Redding, California gave him a chance 25 years ago. He is an unbelievable talent with horses, with cattle. Redding, say hey to the original bandit, the one-armed bandit from Shangler, Oklahoma. Oh yeah, they love you, John Payne. They love you in Redding. Welcome back. I gotta tell you, Redding, California gave him his first shot, and look where he has come so far. 16-time Entertainer of the Year. Oh, but it would not have been possible. John wants me to introduce a man that saved his life 41 years ago. John, we're going to welcome out the man who gave him CPR, mouth-to-mouth, June of 1973, when John Payne was electrocuted and lost that right arm of his. He has never seen his show before. Without him, we would not enjoy the Bandit. His name is Gary Hughes. John Payne, welcome back home, my friend. Welcome back home. Gary, thanks for bringing us the Bandit.
Oh, man. I can't believe he saved his life over 40 years ago and hadn't seen his show. This is the first time he got to see his show, so that's pretty special. We're glad that all of you are part of that little moment with us right there. Now, John Payne, he's a pretty special guy, too. To do what he does day in and day out, the injury-riddled world that we live in, you know it's got to be tough.